let me wash my hands real quick. My name is Dr. Bob.
Hi.
Hi, my name's Jessica.
Hi, students.
Do you prefer we call you?
What do you prefer to be called?
Are you worried about the pronoun?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I don't care. Whatever
care?
you see me as.
Okay. All
If
right.
you see me as a woman, call me she. If you see me as a man, call me he.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that.
You know. All right.
Pretty laid back, you know.
Yeah.
Good chat.
I just want to be able to ride my motorcycle.
That's the important thing.
Okay.
Pronouns, headaches,
That
whatever.
is, because it's sitting in my garage and I'm making payments on it.
Oh yeah, and having insurance.
Yeah.
Do you have
Can you go
Geico?
sit in that chair?
Do what?
Do you have Geico?
Or pull it up or sit on the table.
No, I have State Farm.
State Farm. Geico does a really good job. I have a it's a vintage Vespa. It's only 200 cc's, but it's
Still, you can get hurt on that too.
you know, you can totally get hurt on that. Yeah, no,
I've got a Harley.
Yeah, I have a friend who takes their Vespa. It's a 200 cc Vespa, 55 miles an hour on the interstate.
I took my 49cc Honda.
It's an 8-inch wheel. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
I don't recommend that. Anyway, so I can appreciate your question. Let's start back a little bit though. When you were younger, 15, 16, 17, you had headaches?
When I was 12 and 13.
12 and 13. Okay.
Mhm.
And what was the nature of those headaches?
They were migraines.
Yeah. What was
They were around the time I started my puberty.
Okay.
Around when I would have my period.
Okay. Okay.
And then they gave me Midrin or Modrin or Midrin, whatever.
Yeah.
And I would take that, and I would take like one pill every half an hour until
It went away.
well, never went away, but I would have to start that one pill every half an hour.
Okay. So they were pretty bad back then.
Oh my God, yes.
And you were adopted. Did you know your birth mother at all?
I've talked to her once on the phone.
Okay, so no history, no medical history.
Well, all I know is my family comes from Ashkenazi Jewish background.
Uh-huh.
We all have bipolar.
Mhm.
And there's cancer that runs in our family, breast cancer, pancreatic cancer,
Okay.
prostate cancer,
Okay.
and then I had uterine cancer.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Okay.
I know that my birth mother's a little, and I have a sister that has cerebral palsy,
Okay. Okay.
but that's all I know.
Okay. So you know nothing about the migraines themselves.
No.
Okay. But they came on in puberty.
Hmm. And then they went away.
Over how long a period? Like the 20s,
Well, 12.
30s?
No, they went away right after I started my period. It was right around the time that I was starting my period.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so that maybe estrogen was protective for you.
I don't know.
Yeah, interesting.
All I know is they were killer and they went
Yeah.
away. And when I got pregnant, they didn't ever come back.
Yeah,
And I've never had them again.
never had it again.
Uh-uh.
Okay. What were they like then?
I'd get tunnel vision,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would throw up,
Okay.
and
What
I
was
just
the
wanted
quality
to
of the-
die.
What was the quality of the headache?
What was the quality? I wanted to die.
Yeah, what was it like? Stabbing, shooting, pounding?
It was like right behind my eyeballs,
Uh-huh.
and it was,
Could you feel your heart and your
oh yeah,
kind of pulsing?
oh yeah,
And she described that with the headache the other day too.
back
that
here,
pulse thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then all I would want to do is be in a dark room. Well, this is way back when. Be in a dark room with no noise, no light,
Mhm.
until it was all over.
Okay, and that would last for hours,
Sometimes a day.
a day. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I just wanted to die.
Yeah.
Have you ever had one of those?
I've not, but these two ladies have, and so.
They're killer, aren't they?
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
No, statistically, we think in neurology that 50% of the world has a migraine.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't tell me what was going on back here was a migraine. That was not the same.
It's, well, migraine as, defined, by the American sort of headache society, is really, it's different, okay?
Why would I have it now?
All it is basically the duration, which is 4 hours or more, the quality, which includes throbbing,
It was not the same.
photophobia.
I'm telling you, it was not the same.
It may be different in you because you haven't had them in such a long time.
It was not the same.
Okay. I'm not saying that it was the same. I'm not saying that it was the same.
Because when I get that kind of headache, tunnel vision.
Yeah.
This was not like that.
I understand. Okay, but your migraine is different from her migraine, is different from her migraine. And even people who have migraines have different qualities of the migraine. Some people, a colleague of mine, for instance, would have throbbing pain that would cause her to vomit once a month with her period. And she had that since she was like 13. And then in her residency, all of a sudden she became weak on one side for a day. She thought she'd had a stroke.
Okay.
It was still a migraine.
You're saying I didn't have a mini stroke or anything like that?
Did you have one?
I don't know. You're the expert.
Yeah, I don't know. The CAT scan does not suggest that you've had a stroke.
Well, that's a good thing.
Okay. The fact that your symptoms are still persistent would suggest that this is not a TIA or mini stroke.
Okay.
Okay. So that,
What about my balance and
Well, we need to figure that out. I'm still trying to get to that.
because that's not migraine related. I don't remember ever having a.
Tell me about the actual event again. Just in your own words, kind of start from the beginning.
Well, I woke up and it was like somebody was stabbing me with an ice pick in the back of my neck.
Okay.
And then I leaned over to feed my dogs, and next thing I know, I woke up and I was on the floor and the dog food was everywhere.
Okay, so you passed out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I still had the yucky headache,
Uh-huh.
but it wasn't like a typical migraine behind my eyeballs.
Okay. What was the quality of it? Not the location, but the quality.
What do you mean? How do you qualify a quality for a headache?
Stabbing,
It was stabbing.
burning,
Stabbing.
pounding, shooting.
It was stabbing and pounding back here. I actually felt like I could feel if you were to take a pulse, you could take it back there.
Yes, that's okay. That's a good pounding story. Okay, and when you were younger, did your headaches also pound like that? You could feel the
Behind
pulse?
my eyeballs.
Yeah. Okay. Location aside, the quality was the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So you woke up and you had that kind of pounding in the back of your neck.
Yeah.
Okay. What happened next?
I got scared because I was on the floor, so I drove down to, I packed up my dogs and my shit in the car and drove down and had somebody take me to the ER.
Okay. And what do they see?
They sat there with me, or I sat there for 8 hours, and then they did the same little test that you did, and they said, we want you to go see an internal medicine doc tomorrow, and then on Monday go see neurology.
Okay.
And they said, we think that you may have had a mini stroke.
Okay. But they did the CAT scan.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And they said they couldn't see anything.
Okay. And why did they think you'd had a mini stroke? What were the
I don't know.
symptoms that you'd had? at that
Same
time?
thing I just told you guys.
Okay, so double vision.
Mm-hmm.
And what else?
Dizziness?
Dizziness, like spinning?
No,
Or
not
dizziness,
spinning.
like unsteady?
Unsteady.
Okay. Did you feel like the ground was moving?
No.
Okay. Just unsteady. And was that a persistent feeling, or do you still
Mhm.
feel dizzy?
Yeah, I still feel that.
Okay.
They noted diplopia with gaze to the right in check run.
What is that? What is
Double
The
the
double vision, like you were telling me about.
Yeah,
actually
and
have
I
double
have that when I lay on my left
So I
side. I
guess
have
would be
that.
right gaze.
You still have it?
If I lay, yeah, I noticed it this morning.
Okay. And so when you lay on your left,
Mm-hmm.
are the images top to bottom, side to side, or kind of a blue bag? Look at my finger.
Your fingers up and down.
Directly up and down? Or
Uh-huh.
off to the side?
A little bit to the side.
Off to the side like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that 2 fingers?
Well, it's like,
Okay. Look at my finger again. Go ahead.
turn my head
yeah,
again.
Turn your head all the way down.
I'm like an experiment, aren't I?
No. Keep looking at my finger. Actually, can you grab me that light? Yeah. Okay, I want you to look at the light. Yeah, all the way on your side. Okay, look at the light.